Hello viewers, good evening and welcome back to the channel. So today we are running up for Train Sim Classic. I've created the scenario that we're going to be running today. We're going to be working on the North Wales Coastal Crew to Holyhead, a custom scenario that I've just built about an hour ago today. We are running with 2 locomotives, yet to be confirmed when you see in the video. I'm just on my home screen at the moment, as you can see. I use OBS Studio, which is very good for recording and for streaming on multiple different platforms like Twitch, YouTube. So I'm just waiting for a few minutes, and then we'll get logged on to Steam, and we'll load up our scenario for today. Okay guys, welcome back. So as you can see, I've chosen the A4s. As I did say on the notice for the video, I'd recently bought a sound pack. So we've got St Ives Gresley in a lovely blue passenger rail livery, and then behind her, her sister or brother, Union of South Africa. I chose these engines because they're very well detailed, they're streamlined, and for coach and stock we've got Mark 1s and Mark 2s, some custard and creams, I'm going to depart from here about 12:10, coming into Chester, platform 3A and 3B, for about just after 10 past. We'll hold there for about 10-15 minutes just to allow passengers to get on board, for the driver, myself and fireman crew to check the locomotives over, as we've come from Preston today. I'm going to do the training announcements for Chester and other stations along the way. Today we'll be stopping at Llandudno Junction, Bangor and Holyhead finally. This is part 1. Part 2 will be from Holyhead to Valley to turn the locomotives around, and on the way back to Chester will be part 3 from Holyhead to Chester. Okay guys, let's get the locomotives ready for departure. the reverser in forward, turn our small ejectors on, get the cylinder clocks ready, just to check we've got the route. So no, we don't. We need to change that. And obviously we're coming into platform 3 and 3B. There's a train in platform 4, so we will not be able to go into that, obviously. Let's get into the front window seat. Let's open the windows. And yourself. And then we need to open the front, at the top, the windows, which are the sun roof vent, or the sun vent, however you want to call it. Just so we can get a bit of light in here. I'm going to turn the game sound down a little bit because this locomotive is quite noisy. And we'll get ready for departure. I'm not sure if I showed. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Sorry. So obviously, I've just recently bought the A4 sound pack, and we've got 2 different whistles that I'd like to show you just before we go. So first one is up close, and then if you move further away from the locomotive, you get a different sound, which is what I call amazing. Just turn the game sound volume up there to hear those whistles. Right, it is 12:10. We are ready for departure. Let's get on the move for Chester. This sound pack is available to download from Steam Sound Supreme. You have to buy it first, and then you'll be given 10 downloads that are free. After that, I don't know about that, but you don't need 10 downloads for this pack, you just need 1. And if it goes wrong, obviously you've got the spare one. So as I said, we're holding here for about 15 minutes, so I am going to go on mute. I'm going to mute the mic while we're holding at Chester. I will have to go onto home screen and do it that way, but I'll let you enjoy the sounds of the locomotive while they're standing still. Ejector will be turned off, so you're not having that all the time, and then you'll just enjoy the clicking and the ticking of the A4s. We're going to go into the station and do our approaching thing, so let's just pause the game. I'm now going to go into the voice for the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, train arriving into platform 3A and 3B is a special charter train service to Holyhead. Please do not try to board this service, as there is a special ticket required to board this train. Thank you. Okay guys, that was my announcement at Chester Station. Just cancelling the AWS there so we don't do emergency brake. Do not want to do that on this run. And let's get back into the locomotive. So obviously we've got an amber signal because our signal ahead is red for the moment. Just before we leave, I'll make it green, obviously. That was the AWS again, just warning me. Don't need to apply any more power because we're gently slowing down. Just check the back of the train, we're in the platform. Yes we are, so we can apply the brakes now. Don't need to use all the brakes, but just make sure we stop just before that red signal. Obviously I've got the TFW liveries on the 158s, 175s. So we'll make that full service, just so the train isn't going to slip away. We'll turn the sander off, we'll turn the smaller vacuum injector off, and we will put that off as well, just so the train is stable. If it'll let me, that's what it's doing. And we'll open those doors as well. So obviously over here we've got 175s, 175 106, 175 111 and 175 107. They're different numbers at the back for some weird reasons. 112, 105, 102, I'm not sure if they're the same at the front. 111, 106, 107, no they're not the same numbers for some weird reason. So you have 3 cars, there is 2 cars. On these you have 6 cars, 4 cars and 2 cars. So we arrived just about 12:13, so I'm going to save this in case my computer crashes. I'm just going to go onto home. And I'm just going to mute the mic for a bit. Sorry, I'm just going to mute the mic, but I'll let you enjoy the sound of the standing at Chester, and I will return in about 10 minutes time. See you now. Hello guys, welcome back. Okay, so we've been at Chester now for about 10 minutes time. We'll get in on to our journey now. Let's get that route set for departure. And we've got the route now for Clandidna Junction and beyond. When we get moving really fast, I'll show you how good this sound pack is. If you got the A4s yourself, just from Steam with no sound pack, you'll know the difference. And if you have the sound pack, you know you're just amazed by it. Well, I am anyway. Just checking sure the route is set. Let's leave that like that. You know, we'll just have it like it is, and like that, and like that. In fact, I'm gonna make part 1 to Clandidna Junction. Part 2 will be Clandidna Junction to Holyhead. Part 2A. Part 3 will be Holyhead to Valley and back, and then part 4 will be the return journey, just because it splits it up a bit and we don't want to make the video too long. Okay guys, let's get on to our journey for Clandidna Junction. Really building our speed up now, guys. We're hauling 11 coaches, we're doing well for so far. This is what I mean about the sound pack, the beautiful sound of a real A4. Just turn the game sound a little bit. This is what I mean about the A4 sound pack, the real sound of an A4, which is what they've done at Steam Sound Supreme. There's now speed up now again, guys, towards 60 and onwards. Let's check how number 9's doing. Brilliant. And already, guys, we're at our cruising speed of 75 miles per hour permitted on this line. Gonna ease back power now because we're approaching the speed limit. We can actually see max speed is leading 75, tender leading 45 miles per hour. And we go outside of the train. So Chester to Clarendon Junction will be better, and then we can start from Clarendon Junction up to Holyhead on part 2, part 3 Holyhead to Valley and back, and part 4 the return journey. Because this is train sim, guys, I'm going to see how fast this A4 can really go. So ignore the speed limit. Just along this straight towards Prestatyn area, we will do the max speed of this locomotive and number 9 behind it. We're already nearly touching 80. There you go. See how hard it's working. Let's turn that vacuum jetter off. Nearly touching 10 miles per hour more than the speed limit. We have. I'm going to go to Shotton and this will be flying through. Absolutely flying through it will be. I can already see the station. Hit 90. Are we going to reach 100 miles per hour? Like Mallard did. .9 miles per hour and 29%. .98. .99. Just going uphill, should be going down again. 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. There we go. Speed limit is 90 now, but we're going as fast as we can. I'm going to save this in case it does derail. 102. 103. Still going downhill. 104. 105, 106. Look on the map, look how fast we're going. This is incredible speed, 107. This is the true power of the A4s, LNER region. Flying Scotsman did the same, linking London and Edinburgh together. 100 mile per hour speed limit, most famous chain locomotive in the world. Built by Sir Nans Grizzly, actually, Flying Scotsman, so you know this engine is kind of special as well. .109 now. This is incredible. Should be starting to go uphill. 1149. Maybe lose a bit of speed. Not too much. Nope. We are flying still. 110. Astonishing, this speed. Absolutely astonishing. 111. 14 miles per hour away from 125 miles per hour. The UK speed limit. Now 14 miles per hour away. .12 miles per hour away. Don't know if I can go any lower. Yes, I can, but I don't know if that'll reduce the speed now. I think this is the max we're going. But what an incredible speed, and say, no, there you go. taking a screenshot of that on my phone. 113 miles per hour in 2A4s on the North Wales Coastal Express line. Coming into Holywell now. Here's the famous boat that, if you've been on the North Wales Coast before, you pass it on the train. Coming down to Mostyn now. Then we'll be on the curve for Prestatyn and Rhyl. We left Chester about 25 past 12. It is now 20 to 1. Incredible. If we'd stuck to 75, we wouldn't be here for at least another 10 minutes. Coming into Telekra now. may pass the 113 mark that we hit just before. It's possible. Can we hit 115, guys? I think that is the max we're going tonight. Coming up to Prestatyn now, guys. And then we've got Rhyl, Abergele Pensaern, Colwyn Bay, and the end of this video for today is Clandidin Junction. After Rhyl, probably will have to ease off this power a bit, because obviously we're coming into Clandidin Junction very shortly after that, so, you know, might have to cut down on the power a bit, but we'll just stay around 90 miles per hour. Looked on the map. I mean, I can't believe how fast I'm going. I'm approaching Rhyl in milliseconds. Absolute milliseconds. I think the coaches have lost their sound because of how fast they're going. But yeah, look, already gone. Gone. After Abergele and Pensaern, actually, after Colwyn Bay, no, not Colwyn Bay, there is a bit of a climb just after Abergele and Pensaern towards the tunnel just before Colwyn Bay, so I'll need a bit of power then to climb up, but after that I'm going to let go of the power. And then we'll get into Clandidin Junction and I will say goodbye then. And we'll see you tomorrow for part 2. Not goodbye yet though, don't worry. Get a crossing there, we'll do a little bit of a whistle. Whistle for that crossing, then I'll whistle after that. I don't think there's any more after that, so that should be alright. didn't even have a chance to whistle for the other one. But we are slowing down now a bit. Listen, no sound on those coaches at the back because they've lost their sound, absolutely. You can just hear them when they're passing, but when you're from a distance, there's hardly any sound, there's just silence. You can see how slow the traffic's going compared to us. And if I pause the game, go to one of these cars up ahead, you know, it's like we're catching them up so fast. So as I said, we are slowing down anyway, just by gradients or something like that, but I do need the speed still just to get up that hill. And then we'll freewheel then down to Conduit Junction, through Colwyn Bay as well. Can't go too fast around Colwyn Bay because it is quite a tight curve, so I will have to let go of power a little bit, maybe brake. So obviously 1.39, I'll go even lower in a minute. .391 still should go lower, but we're losing speed anyway. Yeah, there we go, 1 in 100. And 99.9, there we go. But as you can see, after the tunnel goes back down level, so we'll just freewheel then pretty much. We've done well to get here though, very quickly. Left Chester at about 25 past, it's taken us about 25 to 30 minutes to get it. It takes that in real time pretty much on the steam train with no stops. Okay guys, now approaching Colwyn Bay. Okay guys, we're now approaching our final stop. That is why you have to be on your game. You cannot take your mind off anything. I didn't want to do any of that emergency stop, but it just slipped my mind. This is good practice. Apart from the speed that we shouldn't have done, it's good practice for keeping your eye on the game. And we'll just turn this injector on now. Okay guys, I'm going to do the outro now. Thanks for tuning in to Jack's Rail and Airshow videos. I know the title isn't quite right, but the airshows are towards the end of the year for Southport on Rail. Thanks for tuning in for today's video. I'll get this published right away. Stay tuned for part 2 tomorrow and onwards as well. Thanks for watching and bye for now.